नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् अत्रागत्य परिपाल्य च अस्मान् विज्ञान वितरणेन विजयी भव जय जय।
Nityanandam, am I audible? Yes, Nityanandam, if you can hear me and see me, I can ask everyone to wave their hands. And you can, yes, okay. Yes, thank you. So we have a special occasion for you all today.
Yes, so sorry for the technical glitch of the audio. So we were announcing before that today is a very auspicious occasion of Mahaparinirvana Day. This is the day when Swamiji's biological father attended Mahasamadhi. So Swamiji will be gracing us on this day and receiving the Maheshwar Puja. Maheshwar Puja is a very powerful ritual where he liberates the departed souls. So many participants will be offering the Maheshwar Puja and Swamiji himself will be eating the food offered and from the departed souls and liberating all the departed souls. So the Maheshwar Puja itself will be happening at 12 p.m. IST and 1:30 a.m. ET time. So make sure you join us. You can join us via YouTube channel, of course, the SPH YouTube channel. All right. So with this, let's enter into the power manifestation room.
Yes, and today's power manifestation is the power of quantum memory. So we will be, even though it says memory, we are not actually using the memory as such. See, we are going beyond mind, beyond memory. So we will be downloading directly from the cosmic archives the information that is being displayed. So we will display a page of a book by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So the book is Science of Living Enlightenment. And we will display that page just for maybe 3 seconds total. And the idea is not to try to read what it says on the page itself, but just to gaze at the page connect to it, and through the power of the quantum memory, download from the cosmic archives the information about the book itself. So this is a very powerful technique you can use in your daily life as well. So once you master the technique, once you start manifesting this power manifestation, you can simply just walk into any shop, any bookshop, have a look for any book that you like. You don't have to purchase it. You can just open it, download all the information about it directly from the Cosmic Archives, and you have all the information at your fingertips. So the Cosmic Archives holds all the information that ever was, that is, and ever will be in the entire cosmos. So all this is at our fingertips. So let's just get ready for the power manifestation.
This question from Master Prananda. Just to confirm if there will be a Zoom session for the live session, just on YouTube. Yes, so this is going to be a Zoom session which will be going only for the participants, those who have offered the puja. All of us others can join us on the YouTube channel.
Thank you, ma'am. And so let us get ready for this power manifestation round. Let us sit comfortably with the head, neck, and spine in a straight line. So once again, we'll be displaying a page from the Science of Living Enlightenment. It will be page number 300. So please don't and search for the just do this power manifestation. So it is the power of quantum memory. We will be just glancing at this page, not reading it, just glancing at it. And then we'll be connecting to Swamiji. We'll be manifesting our quantum memory, downloading the information directly from the Cosmic Art. Right, so let's start displaying the page itself. And that's it. All right, so let us sit comfortably with the head, neck, and spine in a straight line. And let us just take a couple of deep breaths in and out. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Breath in and deep breath out. All right, let us invoke Swamiji in our inner space. Should be quite easy for us right now. We're just at the end of the darshan itself. So let us invoke Swamiji in our inner space, just remembering Swamiji in the inner space invokes the master. We simply just remember Swamiji in the inner space, which is just below the heart center. So in the center of the heart, just below that heart center, around the same area as the solar plexus, we have the Ananda Ganda, or the inner space. Remember Swamiji in the inner space? And just take a moment and feel Swamiji's love, his compassion, and his infinite wisdom, his infinite grace in your inner space, in the Ananda Ganda. Just take a moment and feel Swamiji's energy flowing throughout your entire body, out to every corner of your body, every cell being energized, being rejuvenated, being excited by this wonderful superconscious energy that Swamiji is radiating. Just take a moment and feel the space of oneness with Swamiji. Just feel the warmth, feel how nice it feels to be in oneness with Swamiji. You are in oneness with Swamiji. You are one with Swamiji. Now let us move our gaze to the third eye, just between the eyebrows. And through our third eye, let us just gaze at Swamiji's third eye. So visualize Swamiji's third eye. We are looking through our third eye into Swamiji's third eye. And as we do so, we create a connection. You can feel this energetic connection to Swamiji's third eye. Just take a moment and feel that connection in your third eye, in your Anya chakra. Now let us start chanting Mahavakya. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Continue chanting the Mahavakya. And from this space of oneness with Swamiji, let us manifest this power of quantum memory. Let's begin.
Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Nityananda Paramashivoham Om 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 Paramashivoham Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Now, slowly, very slowly, you can open your eyes. And with this unclutched space, take a moment to share what was revealed to you. The power of quantum memory to recollect large information from the intelligence behind the brain. Understand the power to start from the oneness. The moment you are in that established in that space, or you are in deep connection with Swamiji himself, when your as we just had darshan, where your frequency has risen to that frequency. From that space, you start manifesting this power. Swamiji gives very beautiful example of Vivekananda. Somebody, somebody asked, somebody came to him, to Vivekananda, and gave him a book. He just had glance of that book, just one page that was open in front of him, and within few minutes he was able to know every detail about the whole book itself without even reading it, just by having the glance of that page. This is the power of quantum memory. So go ahead, take a moment and share what was revealed to you through your third eye as you manifested the power of quantum memory.
Yeah, so we request participants, please share with us what was revealed to you in your third eye. So once again, this is just simply downloading from the Cosmic Archives. So what information was displayed on the page? So it is in a way it's similar to just the third eye vision, just the reading or viewing an image with your eyes closed, with your eyes covered. So blindfold reading, blindfold seeing images, pictures. It is just a piece of information. It is a information that you download directly from Paramashivoham himself, from the Cosmic Archives. In the same way for this power manifestation as well. So quantum memory, you download the information. You have no way of knowing what is on that page unless you connect to the Cosmic Archives and download directly from the Cosmic Archives. Through the power of the third eye, through the feeling connection to Swamiji, through the space of oneness with Swamiji, with Paramashivoham himself.
So now let's reveal the page that we had the glance of it. So this is the page number 300, 300 of the Science of Living Enlightenment book. So we'll be revealing this page now.
So page number 300 from the Science of Living Enlightenment, the book by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. It starts at the top. Just like how Sati's body was made to pieces and dropped all over the country, and Shakti Pitas were established, the science of enlightenment was also made to pieces, dropped in different monasteries and kept a secret. Fortunately, by divine grace, I took the responsibility of traveling all over the country, studying in different monasteries and various traditions, collecting all the parts and secrets, assembling it, and finally giving life to it. Now it is available as a new birth, or Sati, and that is Parvati. When I traveled the length and breadth of India to take responsibility for this science, I had to suffer so much for my basic needs, like food, shelter, and learning. That is why I have now made the whole process easy for you. The whole science and the whole knowledge is now freely available for you to taste, with your food, shelter, and clothes taken care of for 1 year. Try to taste it and live a life of integrity, authenticity, responsibility, and enriching for a year. Then you will understand the excitement of sannyas, the excitement of life. I have created this place to experience all the secrets of the science of enlightenment, the space of positivity, possibility, responsibility, and leadership consciousness, and the space of enlightenment. With integrity, you experience the space of possibility, of positivity. With authenticity, you experience the space of possibility. With responsibility, you experience the space of leadership consciousness.
Yes. So this is the page number 300 of the Science of Divine Enlightenment. So if you have actually manifested this power, you can share that as well. If anything, even a single word or the whole paragraph itself, take a moment. You can share now itself, now also. We'll be moving on to the next session, which is going to be on the Vedic Renaissance. And this is aimed to revive the ancient spiritual traditions, fostering enlightenment and deeper connection with one's true self. So let's enter into this revelation by Swamiji on Vedic Renaissance.
I welcome you all with my love and respect. I'm the representative from city. Today's subject is Vedic Renaissance. Vedic Renaissance. First, let us understand why the Vedic Renaissance should happen. Because this tradition, the Vedic tradition, again and again reminds you to achieve something in the inner world. It's like a constant reminder, constant inspiration to work on the inner world, to transform yourself, to experience the different space, different world. First time in the history of humanity, human beings are enjoying such a luxurious, comfortable life. The outer world luxury and outer world comfort, we have reached peak. The medical care or the outer world comforts or the communication or luxury, you just can't imagine what you have achieved. Same way, just like how we are in the peak of luxury and comforts, we are in the peak of suffering and misery in the inner world. Humanity has never suffered so much in the inner world. The spiritual poverty, we call that as a spiritual poverty. We are living in a world which is experiencing spiritual poverty. Only Vedic Renaissance can fill the gap, can help the people to achieve peace and bliss. Only with the Vedic Renaissance, people will be able to experience even the comforts and luxuries we have created. Understand? Through the outer world, through the outer science, you may create a beautiful bed, but only with the Vedic system you will have deep sleep. You may create all possible luxurious things. You may create all comforts. To experience peace, to experience life, you need Vedic Renaissance. Somebody need to remind you. somebody to give you the experience that you are beyond this body, beyond this mind. You are beyond all the sufferings of the outer world. Your inner space is untouched by anything belongs to outer world. Only Vedic Renaissance can do that. Experiencing the spiritual truth, experiencing the inner world, experiencing your own consciousness can happen when the Vedic Renaissance happens inside you. Understand? When I say Vedic Renaissance, I am not telling you to go and change the whole world. No. Let the Vedic Renaissance happen in you first. First, we need to understand. First, we need to internalize. First, we need to transform our life. In Vedic tradition, we don't believe in conversion. We don't believe in going around and preaching. We believe more in practicing. We believe more in creating an intense vibration or the spiritual space, spiritual intensity. Vivekananda beautifully says, an ordinary teacher who is going around and meeting thousands of people will not be able to create such an intense energy like a person who is sitting in a cave and just radiating his enlightenment. Understand? Vedic Dharma is so courageous. It discourages even preaching. It says, let you achieve, let you radiate. Simply everything else will happen. For the renaissance of the Dharma, the renaissance of the Vedic tradition, first you need to do, let you become a seeker. Let you understand what for you are living. See, when I use the word seeker, let me define the word properly. I mean, person who understands the outer world is not everything. Whoever has got the clarity, the outer world is not everything. Life is something more than the outer world. Whoever has got that clarity, whoever feels that life is something more than the outer world. Life is something more than what you experience through your eyes and ears. Life is little more than what you experience through senses. Whoever understands, life is more than what you experience through your senses. You become seeker. You start seeking, which is beyond these five senses. You start seeking the truth. You start seeking something which is beyond your senses. In Sanskrit we call that mumukshutva, means start seeking something which is beyond your senses. Shankara, the great master, says, Manushyatva, Mumukshutva, Mahapurusha Sangama. Manushyatva, having human body. Mumukshutva, seeking towards the higher self. Mahapurusha Sangama, the experience with the enlightened being. Having the darshan or a touch of an enlightened being. All these three are very rare to achieve. After achieving all these three, if somebody is not enlightened, he is called fool. No other word. Because you have everything and you did not use it. There is no other word. Shankara says, All these three things are greatest things which can happen to any human being. Seeking. First thing, you need to start seeking. Once in a while, when you really feel the life is not under your control, understand? In a civilized society, especially living in a city, you are given a wrong impression by your mind, your life is under your control. I always tell people, go and live in Himalayas for some time. If you live in the Himalayas for some time, you will realize life is beyond your control. You will understand your life can't be controlled just by your logic. It is beyond your control. You will be reminded your logic is not the master. Your logic is not the master. But in these kind of societies, the cities, almost you are very clear about your routine. From morning till night, you know how you will walk, in which car you will use, where you will reach, what you will do, or what you will not do, and how you will come back, and what is your next routine. Even if there is a small accident, you know there is life insurance. There is insurance. Practically, your ego gives an idea, your logic teaches you, your logic gives you the sort of a feeling, your life is under your logic. Unconsciously you start believing your life is under your logic. That is why whenever some incident happens which is beyond your logic, which is not under your control, you are totally shaken. You are completely shaken. You are not able to handle. You don't know what to do. Either you fall in depression or you just suffer. You always expect, you always believe unconsciously that life is going to be only filled with the incidents which will be under your control, where your logic is going to play everything, where your logic is going to be a leader. Suddenly, when the truth is told to you, of course, life again and again reminds you the truth. Your life is beyond your logic, especially when somebody in your family or a friend circle dies, or some accident, means losing job or something. Suddenly you will see life is not under your control. Your logic is not the leader. Life is beyond your logic. Life is beyond you. You start seeking. Then you start seeking. Few intelligent people start seeking the law of life. Understand? You know law of the outer world. Whoever wants to understand the law of the inner world, we call that as a dharma. Dharma is the word we use. Law of the inner world means the law of cosmic energy. Whoever is trying to search, whoever is trying to seek, whoever is trying to understand the law of the inner world, he is called mumukshu. He is called seeker. First thing, you need to work, you need to start seeking towards the law of life, dharma. What is really dharma? What for the human birth is offered to me? What I am really supposed to achieve? These few questions are the basic need for Vedic Renaissance in you. Understand? If Vedic Renaissance happens, in you all, that is more than enough. Don't bother how to create Vedic Renaissance in others. I've always seen people are too busy in creating Vedic Renaissance and others will never allow that to happen in themselves. Because they are too busy looking at others, chiseling others, working on others. They forget that they need to work on themselves. They forget they need to work on their own being. Many people come and ask me, Swamiji, how should I express my gratitude to you? I feel I received so much. How can I help? I always tell people, just meditate. That's the best thing you will do for me. That's the greatest service you will do for me. People ask me, no. Should I do something for your mission? I tell them, first work towards enlightenment. That's the best thing you will do for my mission. People who try just to work for mission without working towards enlightenment, they will be the biggest problem creators. They will create only politics. They will create only politics. See, people who are not working towards their own enlightenment, who are just working for the mission or the public, they create all politics. They create all difficulties. They create all problems. If you start doing service without having enough of inner maturity, you will only create more problem for people. You will create trouble so that you can start serving. I have seen people first to create trouble, then start serving. See, unless you create trouble in the world, how will you serve? You will be jobless. So people who want to serve will create first problem. And same way I have seen the so-called teachers, just because they should start teaching, they will create the problems which does not exist. Which does not exist. I have seen the so-called teachers who themselves have not become enlightened, who start teaching. If a person is not enlightened and if he starts teaching, he will create more problem to society than what they have already. See, an enlightened person will live in a totally different way. Your logic or your mind will never be able to put that person in a frame. You can't put him in one frame. But with the teachers, you can always expect how they will behave, how they will be. And you can always expect, you can put them in one frame. So it is easy for your mind to believe teachers. It is difficult to trust masters because masters' first work will be shaking you. I always tell people, if you feel that you are totally shaken, whatever you believe, whatever your ideas you carry is shaken, be very clear that master has started showering his compassion on you, his grace on you. Only when he showers his grace, only when he showers his compassion, your whole being will be shaken. Your whole being will be transformed. First thing you need to understand for Vedic Renaissance is seeking. Let the seeking start happening inside you. The big problem with our mind, whenever you listen these great words, for a few days you will really cherish them. But again, slowly your old inner chattering will come back. Your old mental setup will come back. When your old mental setup comes back, over. You are again running. The peer pressure or the society just makes you run. You are running towards the goal which is not going to give you fulfillment and which never makes you feel alive. I always tell people, great difficulty in a rat race is, even if you win, you are a rat. Even if you win, you are just a rat. Run, what for? You don't even know. Many times people tell me, no, to take care of basic needs. But once you know that you have enough of basic needs and all the things are taken care, after that you think you will stop? Now you are habituated for running. See, by that time you achieve everything to relax and enjoy. Now you are trained to worry. You are trained to run. If you stop running, you feel lonely. You feel something is missing. You feel something is seriously absent in your being. You feel something more needs to be added. Something needs to be achieved. The seeking is the basic quality. First thing for Vedic Renaissance. The next thing. Very important truths. Seeking which starts in you should not be just an emotion, should not be just a thought. It should be a deep understanding. Seeking plus understanding leads to transformation. Just seeking. See, if you are just a seeker, anybody can give you words. Anybody can sell words to you, and you can be used for anything. You can be used. When the understanding is added to the seeking, you will see you are more balanced. When I say understanding, please understand this word understanding very clearly. Because this word is a very important thing. Use only one scale to measure what you are taught is right or wrong. Whatever ideas you are taught by masters or books, does it add more and more honesty in you? Means truthfulness in you. Does it add more and more chit, consciousness in you? Does it make yourself more conscious, aware of all the inner happenings? Does it add more joy and bliss, ananda to you? Just use this one scale, Sat, Chit, Ananda. Are you becoming more and more honest, Sat, truthful? Are you becoming more and more Chit, aware, conscious? Are you becoming more and more Ananda, blissful? By these teachings are the masters. This is what I call understanding. Please understand. Flood all the truth or message which you are receiving with this one idea. Are you becoming more and more intelligent, truthful? Only an intelligent person will be truthful in his life. Are you becoming more and more aware, Chit, of what is happening inside you? Are you becoming more and more blissful, Ananda? Understand? These three will always be together because the same energy, different names. Your being, the life which is inside your body, if it expresses through your head, intellect, it is called intelligence, Sat. If it expresses through your heart, it is called consciousness, awareness, Chit, compassion. If it just stays inside your being, it is called Ananda, bliss. Same energy, three different names. Just see, whatever you are learning, is it making all these three in your life? Then you are traveling in the right path. First seeking, then understanding. When the seeking and understanding is added, naturally you will start experiencing enlightenment. Do not think enlightenment is something which will happen in one moment. It will happen in one moment in the end, in a different way. But as and now, if you understand enlightenment as a gradual process, it will really help you. Enlightenment experience or the truth will be a sudden explosion, sudden experience. But as and now, if you understand that as a gradual process, you will be encouraged to move towards it, to work towards it. If you think of only the sudden enlightenment, that one flash, every chance you will fall in depression. People ask me, Swamiji, I did 2-day meditation, I did not become enlightened. God, I think He is waiting when you will close your eyes so that He can appear in front of you. I think He has got much better jobs. With the sudden enlightenment idea, we always have a problem of you getting depressed. But with the gradual progress, you will not feel depressed. You will be inspired to work more and more. Add this understanding. Are you becoming more and more intelligent, more and more aware, more and more blissful? These three will not be separate. It will be always together. If these two things happens in you, the Vedic Renaissance is happening on the planet Earth. Understand, when you change, whole world will change. When your attitude towards yourself changes, you will attract different kind of people around you. Always our people come and tell me, Swamiji, all my friends left me after I started meditating. No, it's a big problem. Please understand, it's not that they left you left them. You don't have anything common. You don't have anything else to talk. I am successful in creating so many communities around the world. More than 1,000 people are living inside our communities. People ask me, Swamiji, how so many communities are getting created? I tell them, all we need to do is just create a real sincere seeking. Once you start really sincerely seeking, you will see that you are attracted towards a spiritual community and you attract a spiritual community around you. Automatically you attract a spiritual community around you. I always tell people, all I need to create a community is one sincere seeker. That's all. Only one sincere seeker in one city is enough to create a beautiful spiritual community. Because his seeking is so intense, he will attract that kind of people around him. Understand? When a seeker attracts the same kind of people around him, it will be such a beautiful, peaceful arrangement, peaceful community. No legal structure is necessary. No rules is necessary. No regulations is necessary. The whole thing will be so beautiful. The whole thing will be so clear. They will live in Dharma. They will live in the natural law of life. Understand? The natural law is what we call Dharma. When you all gather, you all just know. Simply you all feel, I think he will do that. He will do this. I will do that. Each one will stand and take charge of something. I call this as a dharmic administration. Administration through Dharma. Administration through the natural law of life. Administration through the truth. Understand? The ancient Vedic tradition, in the ancient Gurukulam system, there was no community based on birth. It was purely based on the activity. A person who doesn't have anything else except his time, who shares his time, is called worker. A person who shares little products, he can create little products through his time. He creates some products, some jewelry or clothes, something, and sells. He shares the products. He is called Vaishya, seller, merchant, business community. A person who shares confidence on an ideology, who inspires people to stay together, who keeps the whole thing alive, who is father of the community, he is called Kshatriya, the warrior community, or the inspirers. Person who shares enlightenment, knowledge, leads the whole group towards the higher truth, he is called Brahmana, the saint. Understand? We did not create communities based on birth. The tradition created communities based on the activity. Person who shares his time is a worker. Person who shares some products is Vaishya. Person who shares courage and confidence is Kshatriya. Person who shares knowledge, enlightenment is Brahmana. This is the way our tradition was created. This is the way the Vedic system was created.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda.
Yes, good time, all of you. So, with Sanjay said beautifully, Dharma has to be lived the Vedic traditions, Dharma of Vedic tradition. So, with this, let's move on to the next session. The next session is going to be on the question and answer on the time shaft. In the beginning, Swamiji very briefly touched this concept of time shaft. Only in the present moment, the eternity of time shaft can be touched. Only when we are in the eternal, in the present moment, we touch the eternity. Now, to this shaft of eternal past going to future, future coming to past, it goes on. This eternity and in present, this all put together, all past, present, and future put together is eternity. So let's enter into this relation by Swamiji on, and this is going to be a question answer session. So these are the questions that have been asked by the participants. So please come to the space of listening.
Your future is available to you. As long as you live based on the past, naturally you will see the past will automatically penetrate the future. Instead of you living the future, past will be living the future. Past will be living the future. A small thing you understand, a very simple thing. It is from this moment, next moment takes birth. If you believe in this moment that you can't drop some habit because it is past, naturally you can't drop it in the future. So, coming out of the past, coming to the present moment, you will start having a new understanding about the future. You will start having a new realization about the future. One more thing, when you sincerely penetrate the present moment, the eternity, the present moment, the time shaft stops moving. time shaft stops moving. Somebody asks Buddha, Buddha, what's your age? He just remains silent. They ask him again, Buddha, tell me what's your age? He says, what can I say? Eternity is the only word I can say. In the 9th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna declares, the Rajaviti Rajaviti Yoga, Krishna says, O Arjuna, the same science is delivered by me to Sun God, to Ishwagu, and now to you. Arjuna gets shocked. Arjuna says, what are you talking? You are just 40 years old. But Sun God and Ishwagu are all 5,000 years old. How can you say, you Krishna, you gave this knowledge to Sun God? Krishna says, Arjuna, you don't understand what I say. Time shaft never moves when you penetrate the present moment. When Krishna says, I gave the same science to Sun God, he is not telling the lie. Please be very clear. He is telling the truth. When you actually enter into present moment, you just become past, present and future. You experience a different space. The problem is we have experienced only the horizontal line of the time shaft. Past, present and future. We know only the horizontal line of the time shaft. But if you come to the present, if you just stay in the present moment, you will experience a different dimension, what we call vertical dimension. The vertical dimension, in vertical dimension, there is no time, there is no past, there is no future, it is eternity. That is what we call enlightenment. That is what we call enlightenment. The man who has experienced the past, present and future, the horizontal shaft and the vertical shaft, he is the person who is enlightened. When you die in this horizontal shaft, horizontal space of past, present and future, when you die in this horizontal line, you will experience a vertical line, which is different space, timeless, spaceless zone, what we call as Chidakasha. What we call as Chidakasha in Sanskrit. That is why again and again our masters declare, it is eternity, it is eternity, it is eternity. All our idea of time and the past and the future is just an idea. It is not reality. When you get even the very small glimpse of present moment, you will understand the future and the past. If you can experience the present moment, the experiencing the present moment is what I call meditation. You see, for meditation, you don't need to do anything differently. People come and ask me, Swamiji, is meditation an extraordinary thing? I tell them, according to me, meditation is the most ordinary thing. Nothing else is necessary. If you are aware how you are sitting, how your body is, what you are doing, what you are listening, just the present moment, the awareness of the present moment can lead you to the meditation, can put you into the present moment, can give you the glimpse of vertical space of the time shaft. One glimpse can change your whole life. Just one glimpse. But the difficulty is, because it is so simple, we miss it again and again. If you are asked to do something complicated, you will never miss it. Because anything which is complicated is ego satisfaction. Anything very complicated gives you the ego satisfaction. I have seen in India people walking from the bottom of the hill to the top of the hill to have the Lord's darshan in Tirupati. In so many hills, people walk uphill. People go around the hills, but they can never sit silently for 10 minutes. Ask them to sit silently. No, they can't sit. You can sit with anybody. You can't sit with yourself. You can sit with anybody, but you can't sit with yourself. Sitting with yourself, what I call meditation. If you can sit with yourself without even having thinking or any words in your mind, you will experience the glimpse of time shaft. When you experience, naturally, the future will be under your control. People come and ask me, Swamiji, can you predict my future? I tell them, I can change your future. Why do you bother about predicting the future? Don't bother about predicting the future. There are thousands of fools sitting and predicting the future continuously. Go to India, under every banyan tree, one guy will be sitting with a parrot. The parrot himself doesn't know about his future. That is why he's under the cage. But you people go and sit there in front of the parrot and ask about your future. And that guy himself don't have a house. He's homeless, sitting under the banyan tree. He will guide you when you will build your house. That is what is predicting the future. Don't bother about predicting the future. Future is actually under your control. When I say, again your mind plays a game. Swami speaks nicely, but these are all not practical. I am a grihastha. These are all not for me. He's an enlightened person. He's a Swami. He can talk all these things. This is not for us. You know, your mind knows all cunning methods to escape from present moment. Understand? Just like any being in the planet Earth, your mind has also its own instinct to survive. So it gives enough of confusion, enough of misunderstanding, enough of doubts so that it can keep you under its control. It can keep you under its control. That is the reason, again and again and again, you are in the clutches of the past or in the future. Experience the present. You will experience a different dimension of your being. The first level, you get the power to see the future. The next level, you get the power to change the future. In the third level, you understand there is no past and future. In the first, you start seeing the future. In the next, in the intellectual level, you start seeing the future. In the emotional level, you get the power to change the future. That is what I say. Shakti to make your dreams into reality. In the third level, you get the buddhi. The reality itself is the dream. The whole reality is your dream. That's a beautiful story. A great Zen master, an enlightened master, he wakes up from the bed every morning and starts sleeping suddenly. Starts sleeping. Disciples are all surprised. What happened? Master, what happened to you? You are an enlightened person. Enlightened person is not supposed to cry. You cannot cry. What happened to you? Why are you weeping? Master says, no, I dreamt as if I became butterfly last night. The disciples asked, what is there in that? After all, a dream. Forget about it. Now you have become all right. You are here. Why do you bother about dreams? Forget. Drop it. Why are you crying for that? Master says, no, I don't understand whether I dreamt that I became butterfly or that butterfly is now dreaming that it has become a master. Whether I dreamt I became butterfly or that butterfly is dreaming now that it has become master. I do not know. I am not able to understand. That is why I am weeping. Understand one thing. There is no guarantee that you are sitting and listening to my discourse. There is every chance it can be one more dream. There is no scale. People tell me, no, Swamiji, I can pinch and see. No, in the dream also you can pinch yourself and say it is not a dream. So there is no guarantee. There is every chance you may be sitting in the dream and listening to my discourses. There is nothing sure that you are in waking state. When your conscious level raises to the third level, to the upper level, you understand whatever is so-called reality is nothing but your dreams. The person who realizes whatever you think as reality is nothing but dream, he is the one we call awakened, the Buddha. Buddha means awakened. There is only two kind of people in the world. One is Buddha, another one is Buddhu. That's all. Either you are Buddha or Buddhu. There is no third level. Either you are awakened or you are wrapping in the darkness. When you experience the present moment, even one glimpse can give you the taste of different space in your being, the taste of different space in your energy. Understand, these are the three levels. When you touch the time shaft just for one glimpse, you get the power to see the future. When you penetrate it little bit, you get the power to change the future. When you penetrate the time shaft totally, you realize the past, future idea itself is dream. In search of miracles should lead you to beyond miracles. You can start searching for miracles. Many people come and ask me, Swamiji, why don't you do some miracle? It's a usual thing. Anywhere I go, please Swamiji, do some miracle. How much you tell the people? No, doing miracle is nothing. That is not a real thing. Just materializing something or teleporting something is not a real miracle. Transforming the human lives is the greatest miracle. How much you tell, but people again want to watch something. People again want to have something. When you have the craving, when you start mongering for mysteries, you will miss the mystery of mystery, which is God. Please be very clear. When you start searching only for miracles, you miss the greatest miracle, the whole existence. The greatest miracle is existence. If you start searching something, only some small things are miracle. If you start thinking only few things are miracle, you will miss the greatest miracle, which is universe, which is the great existence. Understand, don't miss the great miracle, which is existence, which is universe, the divine. So, in search of miracles is good path to start, good place to start, but bad place to end. Right place to start, wrong place to end. So let your search for miracles lead you to the energy which is miraculous itself. Let it lead you to the space where we experience the greatest miracle, the whole existence, the prapancha, the universe. Ramana Maharshi says beautifully, the blood becoming blood in your body is the greatest miracle. But we take all these great miracles for granted and search for something else. Search for some other miracles. Understand and look a little deeply. Come to the present moment. You will understand the whole universe is nothing but a miracle. The whole universe is the greatest miracle. You will experience the greatest miracle which we call universe. So, let you experience the glimpse of the present moment. Let you experience the glimpse of the present moment in your being, in your space, and let you experience the bliss, eternal bliss, the Nityananda. Thank you.
And a little bit more how to stay in the present and how to penetrate the present moment. Can you explain it?
Wonderful question. I'll repeat the question. She asks, can you elaborate more? Can you explain a little bit more how to live in the present moment? See, a simple technique, very one single line technique. Live inside your boundary, that's all. Just live inside your boundary. You know where your boundary ends. Are you aware of your boundary?
I don't know. It depends on person to person, I mean.
You see, what you think as your boundary as and now. Your body. Surely not more than that. Don't think you are Atman. Unless you realize you are Atman, you are not Atman. If you think you are Atman, you miss the whole thing. You are Atman has to be realized, not to be thought. As and now, you know only one thing. You are body. This is what is your boundary. Start living inside that boundary. Start living inside the boundary. People ask me. People ask me, Swamiji, should we renounce to become enlightened? I tell them, you don't need to renounce anything which you have. Just renounce what you don't have. That is enough. The future is, you don't have the future now in your hand. Just renounce that. That's enough. The past and the future you don't have. Renounce what you don't have. That is enough. Live what you have. The present moment, you see, the body is what you have now. This is your boundary. Start living inside your boundary. Just a minute, I will finish this answer, then you can question. We always create a next doubt. Swamiji, if I start living inside my body, stop thinking about the future, how will I chronologically plan my day-to-day activity? I tell you one important thing. To plan your day-to-day activity, your chronological planning never takes your energy, never sucks your energy. 99% of your energy is sucked by psychological worrying, not by chronological planning. If you just do the chronological planning, you will never feel drained. You will never feel stressed out. But 99% of your energy is sucked, wasted, just by psychological worrying. Start living in the present moment. Whenever you remember, when you are driving the car, if you remember, suddenly do only one thing. How your hands are holding the steering. How comfortably you are sitting. Just feel how your legs are placed. How your body is. Just witness what is happening inside your body. What is happening inside your mind. Just be in the present moment. Whenever you remember. Again and again and again. When you are walking, when you are sitting, when you are talking, when you are eating, when you are doing things, again and again, be in the present moment. You will see, you will have a glimpse of time shaft. Yes, please. Your question.
You answered it.
Thank you.
Just a question.
Yes.
How do you drop guilt from the past?
Understand one thing. Sorry. He asks how to drop the guilt from the past. One simple story you need to understand. There was a great rishi doing tapasya in the forest. He is doing tapasya. He has not become enlightened. One night, midnight, one thief came to his house, his ashram, and asked for a place to stay for that night. The rishi doesn't know he's a thief. He said, please come and stay. He gave the place, he gave the food, everything. Next day morning, the thief is leaving the ashram. He said, oh Swamiji, I am very grateful for you. You helped me in the midnight. I am grateful. Please bless me. I am now leaving. Then the rishi asked, who are you? What you are doing? He declared, I am a thief. Yesterday night only I have stolen from the palace and I was escaping. You gave me the place and saved me. Thank you. He told and left. Now the Rishi started feeling guilty. He started praying to God intensely. Oh God, please forgive me. I have done such a big sin. I gave food and shelter for a thief. How big sin it is. He started weeping profusely, asking God to forgive him. Suddenly he heard a voice from above. That voice is also weeping profusely. The Rishi asked, Oh God, why are you weeping? I am weeping, I have done a sin. Why are you weeping? God says, you have given food and shelter for him only one day. You say that is a sin. I am giving for 365 days. What do I? Where can I go and wash my sin? Understand? The moral of the story is only you have the idea, saint and sinner. God never has got that idea. Society rubber stamps you as a saint or as a sinner. All the rules are created for the harmonious living. Please understand. All the rules are created. What for? To live a harmonious way. You will not kill me so that I will not kill you. Both of us will live happily. That is the basic understanding. In course of time, it has become a law. That's all. So all rules, all regulations are created to live a harmonious, happy life. That's all. But the moment you internalize the rules, the moment you take them seriously, beyond the understanding, see, as long as you follow the rules with understanding, your life will be happy. When you start following the letter instead of spirit, you start creating the guilt. If you want to go beyond the law, if you want to escape from the law, do only one thing. Drop the spirit, catch the letter. You can simply escape from the law. When you catch the letter, leaving the spirit, you can legally go beyond the law. You can legally go beyond the law. Whenever you catch the spirit, you never fall in guilt. Whenever you catch the letter, you fall in guilt. There was a small incident which happened in a South Indian monastery. In that monastery, there was a pet cat. There was a cat. That Swami used to love that cat very much. He used to take care of that cat. Whenever morning he does puja, the cat will come and disturb his puja. It will drink the milk and run around. It will create disturbance. So one day that Swami decided, before starting the puja, he told the disciples, I come to catch the cat and cover it with a basket. Then I will start the puja. So they caught the cat and covered it. He started the puja. Every day before starting the puja, he used to instruct, catch the cat. They will catch the cat, cover it with basket, then puja will start. By and by, one day the master also died and the cat also died. Disciples are now in a big trouble. Without cat, how to do puja? They thought how to worship, how to do the worship without cat. So they sent for a person to get some cat at least from forest. They brought the cat, covered it with basket, then puja started. And after a few days, getting cat has become a big difficulty. Every day, how will you get one new cat? And naturally, getting cat has become a big difficult. Finally, the disciples said, you see, it has become Kali Yuga, Iron Age. When you can't get the cat, how can we do puja? All right, stop the puja. Whenever you miss the spirit and catch the letter, you do the same mistake. So whenever you have the guilt, look a little deep. Look a little deeply. You will be catching the letter, leaving the spirit. Don't leave the spirit. Don't catch the letter. Actually, master is the finger pointing to the moon. Master, enlightened master is finger pointing to the moon. If you see the moon you exactly realize or you get the benefit of the master. What for you go to the master? To see the moon only. Is the finger pointing to the moon? If you see the moon, you are enlightened. You really achieved what has to be achieved. But the problem is, you don't see the moon. You catch hold of his finger and hand. You catch hold of his finger and hand. When you catch his finger and hand, naturally you also miss the moon. Because you are catching and hanging, the hand will change. The next generation also will miss the moon. Next generation also will miss the moon. Whenever you catch the spirit, you will never create guilt. When you catch the letter, you will always have guilt. I always tell people, don't catch Nityananda, catch Nityananda. Catch Nityananda. Catch the spirit, catch the energy, not the form. I always tell people, when you imbibe the eternal bliss, Nityananda, you will see Nityananda will be there. When you stop imbibing the energy, you will naturally, even if the form is there, you will miss it. You will not have it. In your life, in the Vedanta, see, the rishis are such a courageous people. Rishis are the only people on the planet Earth who declared their literatures can be updated. All messiahs, all masters have not accepted that their words can be updated. Rishis have declared smritis can be updated. There are two kinds of scripture in Vedanta, Shruti and Smriti. Shruti means the literature which speaks about Atmajnana, Upanishad. That is the ultimate. There is a second kind of literature, Smriti, which says about day-to-day life, the social law. Our rishis are so bold, they declare Smriti can be updated day by after every yuga. You see, the Smriti means the day-to-day law. If you catch hold of the day-to-day law, that only creates the guilt. Don't get caught by the day-to-day law. Understand and update the Smriti. When the software can be updated, why not Smriti? When you stop updating, you stop growing. Freedom is the basic condition for growth. Our rishis have clearly declared Smritis can be updated. One more thing. Where is the rule? What is right and wrong? Tell me. In some place, in some country, in some religion, vegetarianism is the rule. In some other country, non-veg is the rule. In some place, this is right. In some place, this is wrong. See, what is food for somebody is poison for another person. So, the morality is supposed to be based on consciousness, not on conscience. If it is based on conscience, it is just skin deep. It is just skin deep. Please be very clear. Of course, I don't say go and do all the mistakes, no. But I tell you, any morality should be based on understanding, not on fear and greed. If it is based on the hell and heaven concept, you will miss the whole thing. You will miss the whole thing. I always tell people, morality should be based on consciousness, not based on conscience. See, for children, you need to tell, if you don't do this, I won't give you candy. If you do this, I will beat you. For children, it is okay, based on fear and greed. But even after growing, if your morality is based on fear and greed, you are immature, you are not grown. Stand up. It is time to prove you are a grown-up person. Don't carry the same mental setup. It is time that your morality should be based on maturity and consciousness, not based on hell and heaven concept, not based on the idea of fear and greed. How long you can have your morality based on fear and greed? No, you can never. So come out I always tell people, I don't believe in conscience, I believe in consciousness. Conscience is a poor substitute for consciousness. Consciousness is natural, conscience is societal. Conscience is given to you by society. If you are born and brought up in a Vaishnavite family, non-veg is a great sin for you. If you are born and brought up in an Islam family, non-veg is a usual thing for you. So it is just societal, not natural. So drop all your foolish guilt. Again and again understand. The very understanding is enough. Do you say, Swamiji, I understand fire will burn, but again and again I have temptation to put my hand? You don't say that. When you understand fire will burn, you drop. You keep yourself away from fire. Understand, guilt is just foolishness. And naturally you can keep yourself away from it. Thank you.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasudashiva. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nityananda.
Yes. So with this, let's enter into the next revelation by Swamiji on Varnashram Dharma.
Understand, the only way to bring the Vedic system back to allow the Renaissance to happen, to help the Renaissance, you need to understand the whole truth, how the law of life works, dharma, how the dharma happens. For example, in some field, you will feel more confident, more courageous, but maybe due to your engraved memories or samskaras, in some field you will not feel confidence and courage. You will not feel courage or confidence. You will not feel that you will be able to face that situation. You can see women who can face her husband will not be able to face just a small insect. A rat is enough to shake her, or a small insect is enough to frighten her. Samskara, the engraved memory, or even just a darkness is enough to completely make her shiver in the fear. Just samskara. Even in your life, at some time, in some situations, you will express so much of courage and confidence, but in some place, you will not be able to stand. So the law of life is, wherever you feel confidence, you share that. Understand one more thing, important thing, Brahmana does not need to be a Brahmana throughout his life. All 24 hours, no. A Vaishya need not be a Vaishya all 24 hours, no. A Kshatriya need not be Kshatriya all 24 hours, no. A worker need not be worker all 24 hours. It's like sometime you play the role of Kshatriya, means giving confidence. Sometime you play the role of Vaishya, sharing products. Sometimes you play the role of sharing knowledge, enlightenment. So it is just the job, it is just the thing which you do. In your life also, if you understand this one truth, where you need to play the job of Vaishya, where you need to play the job of a Kshatriya, where you need to be a worker, where you need to be a Brahmana, your whole life will be beautiful. Big problem is, you do not know how to remove your personality and go to the next personality. How to use personality is like a coat. You are caught in one personality. Using the wrong personality in a wrong place is what I call ego. Understand? Where you need to be very polite and humble. If you are arrogant, violent, it's egoistic. And where you need to be very arrogant, courageous, if you are polite and humble, you are egoistic. Understand? Always we think, no, if I am humble, how can I be egoistic? No. Ego standing topsy-turvy is also ego. Inferior ego. One small incident. Once, the incident happened in a great masters like Ramana Maharshi. One of his disciples, translated one of his book into different language. In the translation, the front side of the book, his name is also published, translated by that person's name. When the disciple saw that book, he went and told Bhagavan, they shouldn't have put my name. I don't feel like my name should be publicized. I am not that kind of a person. He went and shouted at the administration, the disciple, why did you put my name? And then came to Bhagavan and said, the ego which has the name and ego which has my name should not be put. Both are one and the same. If you ask, my name should be there. And if you say, my name should not be there, both are ego. Relax. Bhagavan beautifully says, it is called inferior ego. The ego which is trying to show the humbleness. Understand? With a superiority complex, with a violent, aggressive ego, at least society will teach you have ego. With a humble ego, you will escape from society. That is more dangerous. That is more dangerous. Very dangerous. It is called cunning ego. The ego which can nicely save itself. The real Vedic renaissance can happen if you understand where you need to be a Vaishya, businessman. The big problem is with your family, you do Vaishya job, business. In the business field, where you are supposed to do business, there you do charity. Or there you act like a worker. In the family, you can't carry the same personality of business. There you need to be more a Kshatriya, means sharing confidence. There your business will not work. Big problem is, we lost the attitude or the idea of trusting others. Because we lost that idea, you can't think in any other way except the way of business. I was surprised and shocked when I saw in this country people having their own accounts without the knowledge of the husband or wife. Many families have got their own wealth. Means the husband will not know or the wife will not know. Means what? You have a clear business contract. Please understand. You may be living in one house, you are not living together. You may be living in one house but not living together. You do not know how to handle these four personalities. Where to do the business and where to give confidence. You see, one more thing. If you are not able to trust other person, be very clear. Same way, you did not teach that person also to trust you. Never ever think only you are not trusting that person and he or she is trusting you. No. If you are not trusting, the other person is also not trusting. If only when you feel insecure with the other person, you don't trust. So how you will feel insecure? Somewhere you have a data, information that he is not trusting you. So the trust happens if you behave like a Kshatriya, means a father. If you take the whole responsibility on your shoulder, the trust happens. See, seeking and understanding brings Vedic renaissance in you. Understanding the law of life, dharma, means the Vaishya, Kshatriya, Brahmana and worker. These four style, the community style, law of our dharma, the law of natural life, our dharma, will bring Vedic renaissance in your family. Step by step, I am explaining how the Vedic renaissance can be brought first in your personality, then in your family, then in your community. First thing, seeking and understanding to bring Vedic renaissance in you. The second thing, understanding the natural law, means the dharma, law of life. How our masters created the communities based on the attitude and personality, based on the work which you are supposed to do. Understanding this will bring Vedic renaissance in your families. Understand? Still, in Indian villages, hundreds of people live together as one family. Still, I know the families in which more than 100 people are members. 100 people living under one roof. Still, I know. I have seen more than 100 people living under one roof, one kitchen. How this is possible? One single proper Kshatriya is there. Means a person who gives confidence. All you need to do is be a right Kshatriya. Give confidence wherever you need to. Do business outside the home, not inside. If you are doing business inside the home, you are bringing wrong personality to the wrong place. Means ego. A person who can't say yes where you need to say yes is egoistic. Person who can't say no where you need to say no is egoistic. Ego does not mean only violent or aggressive. Even if you can't say no where you need to say no, be very clear, you are egoistic. You are too much bothered about others' opinion. That's the reason you have to say yes even when you can't say, when you don't want to say yes. You think, no, what they will think about me? Ego. You want deep ego satisfaction. If you understand how to play these different roles, where you need to be a worker, where you need to be a Vaishya, means the businessman, where you need to be a Kshatriya, giving confidence, and where you need to be a Brahmana, sharing knowledge. When you are counseling somebody, when you are helping somebody who is in depression by counseling, you are doing the job of a Brahmana. You are leading the person to more light. You are radiating knowledge. So, try to handle your different personalities. See, instead of counseling, whenever you need to counsel, you start using your warrior personality. You start using your Kshatriya mold when you need to use the Brahmana mold. You start using your Vaishya mold when you need to use Kshatriya mold. That is where the problem starts. That is why the joint family system, living as a community, has disappeared. you can't find depression in the communities because you have so many people to relate. If you have to talk to the same person from morning till evening, if you have to see the same person in the house, naturally you will feel bored. You will feel, how many days you can see the same person? And after 1 or 2 years, you know the answers he will give. For any problem, you know exactly word. If you tell this word, what word he will speak, you know. So you start thinking, why to tell this and get that better, I myself repeat that word also. You will feel bored. The boredom starts happening when you are relating with only one person. One more thing, when you have different choices, you can create groups. You will feel attracted towards somebody. You will feel attracted towards one group. You will have more freedom to interact. One more thing. When you interact with so many people, your personality also becomes rich. You enrich yourself. You learn many things. And you have freedom. You have a little more space. If you are angry with somebody, 2 days you can stop talking to him. You can talk to somebody else. No, you have choice. In giant family, in community system, understand the greatness of the Vedic rishis who created this whole system, who created our Vedic way of living. You have choice. But now, if you are angry towards your husband or wife, of course, you won't talk to that person, but you don't have anybody else to talk, and you are sitting with your TV. How long you can sit with your TV? One more thing. When you talk to somebody else and open yourself, either you will get some consolation or counseling. There is a possibility for healing exists. When you don't have anybody else to open up, naturally no possibility for healing. You go and give all your money to psychiatrists. No, really. See, in India, the sadhus are respected. Sadhus means sannyasis. Are respected. They are used like a psychiatrist. They do the job of psychiatrist. Listening to you. First thing, they listen to you. Second thing, either they console you. If you are right, you are given consolation. If you are wrong, you are given counseling. Something is done. You have somebody to relate with. The possibility for healing exists. That is why the giant families, depression is less, suicide rate is less, and people live more happily. Again, the one thing which is basically required for the giant family system, you should know where to play the mask of a worker, where to put on the mask of a Vaishya, businessman, where to put on the mask of a Kshatriya, warrior, where to use the mask of a Brahmana. One more thing, even your child can be a Brahmana for you. Even he can teach many things when you are in depression. When you are in low mood, he can teach you. He can give you courage. He can give you confidence. He can help you to stand. Helping others or helping each other to stand up again is what we call the Grihastha Dharma. See, Ramakrishna says beautifully, Grihastha Dharma is like a fighting from inside the fort. You can throw your arrows, but you will not be disturbed. You are inside the fort. You are safe, but you can always fight with your enemy because you have a deep security. Grihastha Dharma is like a fighting inside the fort, but Sannyas Dharma is directly facing the enemy, face to face. You don't have protection. When you are in depression, low mood, there is nobody who will lift you up. With Grihastha Dharma, the possibility for healing, possibility for consolation is more. But the difficulty is now in the single family system, In the small family system, just husband, wife and a child living together. In this family kind of a system, you are all practically swamis. Because for you also there is nobody to lift you out. You may live the rest of the life. No, I can say you are much worse than swamis. Because not only there is nobody to lift you up, there is somebody to always push you down. There is somebody always to push you down. Big difficulty. If you understand how to play these different roles, if you understand, life itself is after all a psychodrama. Now the truth, simply psychodrama. If you understand, you are playing this drama again and again and again. You will realize just being a Brahmana is not something great. Just being Kshatriya is not something great. It's a one more role, that's all. People who never played the role of Brahmana is only so much greedy about that role. If you try to play for a few days, then you will understand. That's also one more work, that's all. That's also one more work, nothing else. I always tell people. People ask me, Swamiji, what is there for you? Wherever you go, people respect you, receive you. You just speak and come away. It's not a big job. I tell them, please come and sit in the throne for 2 days. Just sit here for 2 days and listen to all the worries and complaints people are giving. If you can listen all the worries and complaints and everything people tell you and go back and sleep in a relaxed way, you are enlightened. Really? Just sit. You don't have to give them energy darshan. You don't have to give them some support. You don't have to give them consoling or counseling. Nothing. You tell them, no, I am in Mauna. You just tell, I will listen. Now, whenever I send these new brahmacharis for training, I tell them, brahmacharis in Mauna, you just talk, you will listen, that's all. Because if he opens the mouth, he will prove that he doesn't know anything. It's better that he be in Mauna. So that people will not understand, people will not think he doesn't know anything. All you need to do, just sit and listen to people. Try to go back and sleep. You won't be able to. If you do the job of the Brahmana, you will understand this is also one job, that's all. This is also one work, that's all, nothing else. The whole life is just psychodrama. See, because you are there, I am here. Nothing else. Because disciples are there, Guru is there. Because somebody is a Brahmana, somebody is a Kshatriya. Because somebody is a Kshatriya, somebody is a Vaishya. That's all.
Yes. So what a beautiful revelation by Swamiji on the as somebody is a Brahmana, somebody is Kshatriya, somebody is Shudra. So all these Varnashram Dharma in a Vedic system. So with this we have come to the conclusion of today's day 14 of Paramashivoham. And of course tomorrow we will be back with new sessions, and tomorrow we'll be having the deity of Lingodbhavamurti. We'll be having sessions. So, and of course, the day will be starting with the Nityananda Yoga, the Pratham Vinasa Krama, 108 asana sequence. So, make sure you join for the sessions, and of course, we have the Mahaparinirvana, which is starting, yes, approximately 2.5 hours from now. So, make sure you join us for this auspicious occasion. So, now we'll be closing the day with the Poon Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavad Sri Nityananda Parameshwara Parabrahmanastu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
And see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Done.